She have your boobs?
What?
She had your boobs?
No, mine are bigger, dog.
I don't know who should be more concerned about that. You or her?
Yeah, but I know I'm ugly, dog. I think she thought she was hot.
That's going to be her claim to fame.
Yeah.
Mom, you have to go see Picking It Old School. I'm the body double for Bobby Lee. Go see it, Grandma. That's crazy, man. Was breakdancing the thing back in the day in Poway?
No, well, I mean, I did breakdance, man, but like, then I started getting into like, pot, so I was like into like rock and stuff.
Okay, you were busy rocking out.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. And
we didn't have Yao Ming then, or not Yao Ming, William Hung.
We did
or Yao Ming, really.
To really look up to.
Yeah.
As a bad singer or a chef.
Yeah.
All right. Now you don't make you don't live out here now.
No, I live in L.A.
Yeah. How's that?
Have you turned out?
Why is she taping me?
Whenever we have
Who are you?
We get the camera out.
You have such nice teeth. White strips? What's going on?
Her name is Megan.
Hi, Megan.
Hi.
Hello. Wow.
So you and Jamie Kennedy, huh?
Yeah. And Vivica A. Fox is in it, and David Hasselhoff, and Eric Estrada.
Oh,
and Emmanuel Lewis.
No.
And Roddy Piper.
Really?
Yeah, man, they're all in it.
No way.
Yeah, dude. I got to hang out with Emmanuel and Eric Estrada. We went to Starbucks together in Canada, dude. It was awesome.
You're lying.
No, dude.
Emmanuel Webster and
dude, I'm not gay, dude, but I would make out with Eric Estrada, dude. She's like leathery tan and white teeth like hers, and
just a man.
Yeah, he's a man, dude.
What about Hoff? How was the Hoff?
Yeah, how's the Hoff?
Hoff is cool, man. But you know what, dude? He's too much of a legend. You know what I mean? He's got that thing. You know what I mean? So I get scared around guys like that. But Emmanuel Lewis, I'll beat that guy up, dude. I'm not scared of that guy.
Manny.
Yeah.
He's all gangster now, doesn't he?
Yeah. He's a good guy, though, man. He's a really nice guy.
That's dope.
Yeah. I like you.
I like you too, homie.
We should do a movie together, Rush Hour 3.
Let's get it going. Let's get after it.
Yeah.
I know some Michael Jackson karaoke.
You look like a Hello Kitty, man.
We call him Pikachu.
Pikachu, man. Have a good time.
Can I ask you about something that you might be kind of tired of talking about?
Uh-oh. I know what it is.
Well, dude, that's how I met you. You don't remember me, but you used to come to the Monterey Bay all the time.
Oh, right.
With Carlos.
Yeah.
I'd see ya.
So what do you want to talk about? Ask the question.
Everyone's seen the tape of the Joe Rogan calling him out, and you're kind of on there.
Yeah, I am.
You're on there.
Keep it real.
That's gone all over the internet. Joe Rogan and Carlos battled it out on stage.
Yeah. Well, let me just say. Okay, I'll just start talking. All right. First of all, Joe Rogan hates Mencia. He's been hating him for 10 years.
Yes.
All right. And it's because of the fact that Joe's from Boston, and he's really his integrity with comedy is real. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I've never seen Carlos steal. But some of his stuff is kind of like other people's.
Right.
You know what I mean?
He's got a reputation, and Carlos is a good guy, but he's got a reputation for taking material from other people.
But let me back this up, right? Yeah. First of all, Robin Williams, right, was the biggest thief in the business at that time. You know what I mean? And I don't think that Carlos intentionally does it. You know what I mean? I think some comics, like Dane Cook or somebody, right?
Yeah.
Maybe subliminally, suck something in, and they accidentally say it. You know what I mean? I've written bits, right, that I thought I wrote, and I said it on stage. And then somebody said, dude, Brian Regan does that same exact joke. And then I think to myself, I saw him 7 years ago. You know what I mean? So, those things happen. But does he steal? I've never seen it. You know what I mean? But that new Cosby thing that's out, did you see that?
No.
There's a new thing out where it's like Cosby does a bit from Bill Cosby himself. And then Mencia on an HBO special does word for word the same bit. So, you know what I mean? Carlos is my friend. He bought me a car when I was broke. I opened for him. I went to his wedding. He took me to Honduras. He's a very good friend of mine. But, some of these things, it's like, I don't know.
They just have it. Carlos is a good guy, and for my impression of Joe Rogan, having just had him on my show, I'm a fan of him as a UFC commentator and everything else. And he seems like a cool dude. But is he actually funny? I've never seen him do comedy.
Great stand-up comedy.
Really?
Yeah, I could watch. You know what's so funny? Both those guys are so great, and they're both alpha males. You know what I mean? Like me, I'm like weak.
Yeah.
I have no backbone. No, I don't. You know what I mean? I cower, dude.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I let people spit on me, dog.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? But like those guys are like animals. Animals. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, don't. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we saw the video. You didn't want to talk. You're like, you didn't want to talk.
But you know what it is? You know why I didn't want to? because they had a tape on me and they want me to rat out my friend.
Right. Yeah,
You know what
I
I mean?
understand.
What would you do?
Nah, yeah, you got to keep it cool.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And I was kidding anyway, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Did you see it?
Yeah, I saw it. That's why. And
Yeah.
having known, I kind of knew the background of you opening for Carlos for so many years and traveling with him, so I knew you were kind of a homie of his.
Yeah.
And I kind of sensed that you're like, man, I don't want to bust him out that bad.
Yeah, but you know what? But Joe and I also are very good friends. I've talked to him since the predicament. He's like, dude, I'm sorry, man. I had to use you. You're credible. You know what I mean? Everyone knows you're his friend. You know what I mean? And I had that footage. That footage was from 4 years ago.
Wow.
You know what I mean? That wasn't new footage. You know what I mean? And I had already apologized to Carlos. That's why he wasn't mad at me.
Yeah.
And then you know what I got more in trouble for? The rebuttal. Did you see the rebuttal one where I'm going, oh, Carlos doesn't steal? I put that on the internet, and I got more in trouble for that from comics.
Wow.
I got outed, dude. I mean, I got death threats from comics.
Wow. Do comics hate whoever's on top? Because it seems like the same thing with Dane Cook. Everyone loved him until he got huge, and now it's the most popular thing in the world to hate Dane Cook.
Let me just tell you this right now, man. Like, I'm not threatened. Like, I know what I can do on stage. You know what I mean? I've killed. You know, I've gotten standing ovations. But let me tell you something, man. Dane Cook is hard to follow.
Yeah.
And the reason why is he's good. You know what I mean? I've also followed Martin Lawrence. Bombed. Same with Dane. Bombed. I followed Mencia. Bombed. They're all funny.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And a lot of these young guys, they've been doing it for 15, 20 years, and nothing's happened. You know what I mean? And is it, I don't know what it is. You know what I mean? But I when I see funny, dude, I just go, I did a show with Pablo Francisco, man, in Florida, and I was supposed to close. I'm like, no, I'm not following you, dude. You're better. Go up after me. I said that to him. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I'm real about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I say from a non-comedic person, I'm not in the comedy world whatsoever, why do you guys all have beef? I always hear like all these beefs with each other.
You're like rappers now.
Well, you know, comedy is a blue-collar performance art. You know what I mean? It's you drink. It's like we're strippers. It's always in a club. There's drinking, and it's like the working class goes and supports that. You know what I mean? It's not, you don't get like people that would go and watch, a symphony or whatever. You know what I mean? You get, regular people. You know what I mean? And with that, you know what I mean? We're blue collar performers. You know what I mean? We do it for the people. You know what I mean? And when you're like that, you fight like people do. You know what I mean? You punch. You know what I mean? We're not snotty. We're men. You know what I mean? And even women are catty.
Yeah.
I mean, they're vicious.
Yeah.
You mean? And so it's just the way it is. But whatever.
It's
I'm naked right now. Why am I naked? The whole time I'm talking, I'm like, I have no clothes on. And this is radio. It's silly. And you've been staring at me, black guy.
I'm not gonna lie, homie.
Yeah.
I had the webcam in front of me. I had to close it down because you were distracting me.
Oh, you're turning it on.
Yeah. Well, it's still on, but
In a good way? In a good way?
In a good way.
Fucking sexy bag.
Yeah, we all have to have all guest strip.
What's on my movie? April 27th. And let me tell you something, man. Please come watch the movie because no one's giving me movies, dude. I came close to like Blades of Glory.
Yeah.
I came close to the next Will Ferrell semi-pro. No one hires me. But Jamie, dude, back me up, man. Jamie's like, you're the funniest guy I know. So it's like, they're hard to get. I think the funny movie is funny. Support it.
Yeah.
Go watch it.
How's it working with Jamie? Do you guys just come up with that stuff? Like, have an idea of what you're going to talk about, and you guys just kind of run with it once the camera goes on? Or
you know what? Jamie was weird because, not weird. He was great because, like, the scene, my first scene in it, this office scene, it wasn't funny on paper, and he goes, dude, forget the lines, just do whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And at that point, I'm like, thank you. Because he was producing it.
Right.
Because most producers would be like, no, stick to the writing. You know what I mean? It's
Right.
like, I'm writing. I'm a comic.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so I was able